Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to this week's edition of Forex Forecast. I do this every single week. I come on here every single weekend to share with you guys high probability setups that will make you a lot of money every single week. And you guys know my record on this channel. 70% of the time my trades, my analysis smashes straight take profit. So if you've not been following this weekly podcast, this weekly training, this weekly analysis, do well to subscribe to this channel so that I don't miss out every single time I bring on those premium values. If you've not been following me on this channel, you are practically leaving money on the table. Last week I predicted 5 currency pairs, and guess what? 3 out of the 5 currency pairs I predicted went exactly as I predicted. We've never had a time I predicted, I did analysis on this channel, that less than 3 out of the 5 I always give you guys actually hit take profit. 3 out of 5 minimum hit take profit, okay? And you guys know this. If you want to prove that for yourself, go ahead. Check this channel, check out all my previous videos, all my previous weekly analysis, and you can prove that for yourself. So with that said, let's look through. Let's see what we have for this week. So last week core CPI actually messed a lot of people up. If you lost money due to the core CPI news event last week, comment on this, drop a comment, let me know you guys lost money, and I can sympathize with you guys. Okay, so last week I actually predicted, if you followed my analysis last week, you would have made some money at least on the AUDUSD, but I'll be coming to that shortly. So let's start with EURJPY. EURJPY, I have my eyes on EURJPY for this week. Now looking at EURJPY, for the daily time frame, you can see that we have been on a downtrend. We're still on a downtrend, and this trend has the capacity to get to at least somewhere here. Okay, it has already gotten to this point, the first target, and then here a second target somewhere here, a second target. And also finally we might be lucky enough to get to this point. So we still have some space to the downside, because this was the initial previous support which the market has broken and closed below twice. So we have actually taken out this level, and we are currently at this level, which I think is going to be taken out very shortly. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, this is where I'll likely give you an entry. So on the 4-hour time frame, let me draw our support and resistance. I know this looks like, this looks as if it's all mumbo jumbo until I put on this guy right here. Are you guys seeing something now? You guys can see this zone very clearly. It's a major key level because it has been tested as a support, tested as a resistance twice here, tested as a resistance again. Market broke to became another resistance, another resistance, another resistance, and the market is actually back to that level. So this is actually a very, very key level. So what am I expecting to happen here? I'm expecting clearly a liquidity grab to happen. That's what I should be expecting here, and that's what you should be expecting. So this market is not going to just give up and just fall like that. You guys know how this thing goes in the forex market, right? So we'll probably have something like this breakdown, trick sellers into selling, probably go up, grab liquidity, then push all the way down. So this is what we're expecting to happen next week. So next week I'm expecting that this support will hold slightly. Maybe on Monday we'll probably have this market just tank a little bit, and then after the tank probably do a liquidity grab a lot of liquidity, and then could actually start pushing down to the downside. So this is what I'm actually expecting on a 4-hour time frame. Okay, so I have my eyes on this zone, but I'll not be selling like right away. It will be too early to sell. If you're going to be selling here, probably your risk to reward would not be might not be that fair on you, because you might have to maybe take this a little bit up just to avoid all the grabs that will possibly happen, and then somewhere here. So 1:2, something like that. But if you're patient enough to have the liquidity grab happen, you can risk a bit more smaller. Let's say 15 pips. 15 pips would be fine to risk, considering that the ATR on this is 15, right? ATR on this is 15. On a 1-hour time frame, ATR on this is 7 pips. Okay, so considering that, that's good risk. This is what I would be looking out for on the EURJPY come next week. So keep your eyes, guys, on EURJPY. There's a lot of money to be made. So let's move over to AUDUSD. AUDUSD was one of the currency pairs I showed you guys last week. You can go check the video if you missed out on my analysis. Last week I told you guys that AUDUSD was going to go bullish if we were able to get a break and close above this. I think that's why this arrow is here. I showed you guys this arrow last week because this market was at about this zone right here last week. This is where the market was. So I told you guys that if we're able to get a break and close above the zone right here, we're going to go bullish because the trend on the daily time frame was still looking very, very bullish to me. I showed you guys our first targets here and our second targets, and we were lucky enough the market did exactly what I predicted, and we're able to smash both first and second targets last week. So this week, what are we looking out for AUDUSD? AUDUSD, my bias has tilted a little bit to the sell side, because if we check this on a daily time frame, we can clearly see that this first target was where we're expecting the market to slow down a little bit, because we have this previous resistances 1, 2, 3 here, which the market clearly did not obey that, and we had the market to reach our our second target. So next week we're expecting this market to actually start tanking. At least that's what I'm actually expecting to happen next week, but that would only happen, I'll also be only interested for the sell to happen if we actually get another retest. Okay, so this is not enough for me. My own trading style, I always like at least for the minimum confirmation, at least a double top or a double bottom, okay, for a reversal to happen. So I expect this market to actually go up again and show me that this resistance right here is strong enough to resist this market and actually push it downwards. Okay, so if we're not able to get this, I will not be selling, but if we're able to push up a little bit and get another resistance, possibly a liquidity grab, that would be nice, and then I'll actually be selling this market, pushing it all the way down back to this initial zone. Okay, so there's a lot of space to the downside to sell for the AUDUSD, so I have my eyes on AUDUSD. Okay, now on EURCHF, EURCHF is another currency pair that I'm actually very, very positive. I think I predicted this EURCHF for you guys last week. It was one of the currency pairs I predicted for you guys last week. I told you guys that the market would just keep grinding. I didn't expect it to drop like this fast, but I mean the drop was clear. I expected this to happen, something like this. This is what I showed you guys that would likely happen last week. I expected this market to just slowly grind all the way down. I think I did something like this last week. I was just expecting a grind to happen up until this level. I showed you guys this level last week. I told you guys I was expecting this market to get to this 0.9687 zone, but it was faster than I predicted, and we had this this crazy drop happen. It dropped real fast, hit our first target, passed our first target, and just kept going. Okay, so this week I'm actually expecting something different to happen on the EURCHF. So on the daily time frame, we move down to a daily time frame. You can clearly see we've had a clean break and close below structure, which is this structure right here, this support level right here. We've had a clean break and close below it. That tells me that my trading style, that this particular support structure has been invalidated, so we'll possibly be dropping to the next level, which is this 0.9485 zone. That's our next target soon. So I'll be following this up on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, I'm expecting the zone right here to actually hold true with what we are actually seeing. This is not enough suggestion to actually start selling right away. Let's move on to a 1-hour time frame. Let me see whether I'll get something. This is still not enough for me to start selling, so I'll probably want to see at least maybe a range happen here. If you guys have been long in this market, you understand how this thing works. The market will likely range here, liquidity grab, then all the way down. That's possibly the next line of action. Okay, so you guys can hold me by my word. This is actually what will likely happen next week. Okay, range, liquidity grab, then all the way down. Okay, but overall I'm looking out for a sell opportunity on the EURCHF. Okay, if we get a good clean resistance on this range. Okay, that's what I'm actually trying to hint, right? So GBPJPY is the last currency. I wasn't able to get 5 currency pair setups because CPY destabilized the market like crazy last week, so I was not able to get up to 4 up to 5 currency pairs. I just have 4 for you guys this week, and I'm very positive that it's going to really be amazing. So GBPJPY was another currency pair predicted for you guys last week. I told you guys I was going to tank last week. This was where the market was as of last week, somewhere about here. I told you guys that it was going to fall because I saw these this break and close below moving average. Let me show you what the market was like. Okay, this is what I saw last week. I told you guys that after this break and close below this moving average, we're probably going to see this market fall, and which it did, just like I predicted. The market fell, then retraced on, I think it was on Friday. The market retraced on Friday. So I predicted this thing for you guys. It's here on this channel. You guys can go watch it if you missed it. Okay, so that's it. What am I expecting this week on the GBPJPY? I'm actually expecting the sell to happen. It's now it's beyond like moving average, you know, break and close below right now, because we already have structure. We can see very clean structures forming here. If you put a support and resistance level at about the zone right here, you can see something very amazing. You can see that this zone right here was a previous, you know, support in the past, and also a resistance. Okay, it was a resistance here. The market broke to become support, pushed it all the way up, and the market is back to that level. So I'm actually expecting that this market will actually, you know, keep falling from this point. That's a possibility, right? It's actually keep calling, because the first target I showed you guys last week, which was where what we were expecting as of last week, was about this zone. This was where we're expecting this 175.30 zone for our first targets, which we weren't able to get that, and I don't think the market may actually get that anymore. This might just be our next level target, somewhere at about the zone 177.13 zone. That's where we're actually going to be taking, you know, our next profits. Okay, if we're able to break below this support right here. So on the GBPJPY, I'm actually bearish. Okay, if you've watched this video to this point and you want to learn how I'm able to predict these currency pairs with such accuracy every single week, there's a link in the description that will take you to where you can actually grind, you know, join our training program. I have a training program. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access to me, my training materials, my training videos. I have over 40 videos recorded that are not on YouTube, only for my student community. So if you click the link, you know, to take it to where you actually make payment, actually have access to our training. Okay, and if you want to join our Telegram community, where I send out free signals almost like every single day right now, I and my team, not just myself, I and my team, we send out signals, premium signals to the channel every single week. The link is also on the description. And if you want to grab my free program, I have a free training program. If this is your first time hearing about Forex, you're a beginner in the market, I have a beginner's course totally free. The link is also on the description. So I'd love to see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a free mentorship program here live here on YouTube tomorrow, where I'll be talking about how to, you know, how to trade retracements and reversals. I do that every single Monday. I teach different topics every single Monday morning, and also on Thursdays we do live trading sessions where we come on here, give you guys free signals, trade with us live, my team and I. Okay, so I'd love to catch up with you guys again tomorrow. So subscribe to this channel so that once I go live, you'll be the first to notify, and every time I bring on premium value on this channel, you do not get to miss out. I released a video yesterday. Go and watch that video. Okay, check out my video, the video section on this channel. So I love you guys. Like, come your way, keep trading, and have a wonderful time trading this week. Goodbye.